Morning, YouTube. Just got the hot tub all ready to go for this coming spring. The weather's been pretty nice around here, so got it all filled with water and had to do some plumbing. Had some plumbing issues over the winter, so had to take care of those. But just want to give you kind of a overview of this. It's a Blue Ridge Spa by Jacuzzi. All my research says they used to sell these at the big box retailers like Lowe's, Home Depot, and whatnot back in the 90s and 2000s. Been a pretty nice hot tub. We've had it about, I believe, 7 years. Got it from a buddy of mine. Traded him some countertops and installation for it. Had some plumbing issues when I first got it because it hadn't been taken care of. Had to wash it. Built some new sides for it, as you can see right there. I'll give you a better view of one of those here in a little bit. We'll start right here. That's the jet pump. When I got it, it worked. It did leak, so had to replace the seal in it. The seal's right inside. This is what they call the wet end. So I had to take that off the pump, take it apart, replace the seal. Cost about $10 for the seal online, and works like a charm now. So this right here is your spa pack that controls all your electronics. Those are pretty expensive. They can go up to about $1,000. So if that goes bad, you might as well junk the whole thing because it's not really worth replacing. There's your heater. Heater worked on it. Didn't have to do anything with that. A couple years ago, I did have a problem with this piece right here leaking. This specialty piece goes from the hot tub or the heater up to this fitting that goes into the tub itself with hot water. What I ended up doing there was just had to order this piece online, but then this piece here and this piece here are just pieces I got at Lowe's. Pretty cheap. These specialty pieces like that, you have to order them online. You could probably find a hot tub place, but they're just gonna basically rape your ass. And I'll tell you about that here in a little bit. But and then back there is also your circulation pump. One thing on these too is sometimes you'll get a pressure code. It'll say up here, instead of the temperature, it'll say PS1, or it'll look like a 5. It'll say P51. And that's a pressure code, meaning there's not enough pressure in the hot tub through the circulation pump and whatnot. Now what I found, and a lot of times it'll be because your filters are dirty and it's not pulling enough water through your filters. But what I found is if you take that little wing nut off, there's a little adjuster thing in there. You can adjust that, I don't remember which way, but you adjust that and it'll kind of adjust that pressure switch to where it won't take as much pressure. It doesn't read as much pressure to keep it going. Because what will happen is it'll turn your circulation pump off, turn your heater off, and then it'll get cold, and then when you come out here it'll be cold, and that's no fun. So yeah, so I did that. Used to be, we'd use it 4 or 5 times, and that pressure coat would go off. And I'd clean the filters, which are in here. There's 2 of them. I'd clean those, and they are washable. They are reusable. I've had these for about 3 years. They're still in pretty good shape. I just hose them down with my little. I'll show you this. This is a turbojet. It's one of those as seen on TV things, and it's just a tube with a little, it's got a couple different ends you can get with it. Just hooks up to your garden hose. Those work pretty good. They'll blow crap off your patio and whatnot. Pretty good pressure on them. Not like a pressure washer, but you know, it's pretty good for the price. I think I paid 15 bucks for that at Target or something. So, but yeah, I just cleaned those filters with that, and works pretty good. And then since I adjusted that heater, I haven't had any problems with it. So that right there is a drain, and it used to stop right in through here. So when I wanted to drain it, I'd have to take the cover off and then put a garden hose on here and then open the valve. As you can see, it's just a regular garden hose spigot like you'd have on the side of your house. So I extended it out, just a piece of 1-inch PVC, a couple couplings, and then this fitting here, and then put that back in, and it works pretty good now, and I don't have to take that side off, which is nice because the sides are heavy. And then this is the part I've had the most problems with, is these manifolds right here. And all these tubes go up to your different jets, and then you can see it goes into the pump. And what happens is when you drain it using just that drain, these pipes here don't get drained fully of water. So what happens is the water sits in there, freezes over the winter because it's not being circulated or heated, and the first things that'll crack will be these hoses. I haven't had these flex hoses. I haven't had any of those crack. Just the manifolds. And I think it's because these are solid, and these flex hoses are kind of flexible to a point, and so they'll kind of give a little bit. So, and again, so in order to drain those of water before, you'd have to take the sides off, disconnect it from the pump, kind of tilt them and get the water out, and then you'd be all right. Well, that's a pain in the fucking ass, let me tell you. Especially if it's late in the season, it's cold out. So what I did, I just put a T here and a valve on the outside, and then I can just open it and it'll drain. And I got 2 of those. There's another set of manifolds on the other side for the other pump. So I should be able to drain this pretty quickly whenever I want without having to take the sides off. Now these manifolds, you can get them at your local spa dealers, but once again, they're gonna rape you. First time, when I first got this hot tub, all these manifolds are broke, and I paid about $200 for these 5 manifolds. Just the manifolds, doesn't include any of the other stuff you need to hook it up, any other PVC fittings or glue or anything like that. So I was like, God damn, $200 for 5 of those. That's pretty pricey, and I wish I'd have looked around on the internet a little more back then. But I was kind of excited to get the hot tub going, so I wanted them now. Didn't want to wait to have them shipped. So, but I've learned over the years having this, again, about the water staying in there and not draining out properly. I've had to replace them probably 2 or 3 other times, because first time I didn't know, and the second and third times, I just forgot to get them all drained, get the water drained out. So I've had to replace them a few times. Second time I replaced them, I did look around online. This past winter I had the problem, had to replace all 5 of them. Got them Found a place on the internet. I think it's Hot Tub Warehouse or Spa Tub Warehouse. I'm not for sure. But they had them real cheap. I got all 5 manifolds for less than $50. That included shipping. So, and then I spent probably another about $30 on the valves for the outside and the other various fittings to get it all put together. So pretty nice. We like it. We've enjoyed it quite a bit. It's been well worth the money that we've had to put into it. Like I said, really nothing major we've had to do to it. Just mostly plumbing issues. I think now we'll have that all taken care of. So one thing too I did was I got some of this board insulation here, and it's basically kind of like styrofoam, a little denser core, and these are actually kind of screwed to the back of this side where they'll fit right in there. Originally I had them glued, but they didn't stick. Some of them you can see right there. The glue that I used is a specialty glue just for styrofoam, gluing this styrofoam stuff. But you know, if it don't stick, you know, you just cut it to size, stick it in there, and it gives you some pretty good insulation value. Not great. That's why we don't run it in the winter, because it costs a lot of money to keep this thing cold, you know, when it does get really cold out, or keep it hot when it really does get cold out. So these are the sides I built. I just used 1x4s, cut them to length, and then cut some boards, nailed and glued them together to keep them there like that, together all like that. And we just screw those to the side. So yeah, then that cover, those are another expensive item. This was about $300. That did include shipping though. It's a custom cover. And again, I don't remember who we got it from, but it was well worth the money, because it keeps all the crap and leaves and stuff like that out of it. Keeps the heat in when it does get cooler out, so you can run it longer. Well worth the investment. So yeah, that's my our hot tub. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or anything like that, over the years I've become quite knowledgeable of these with some of the problems we've had. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you.